Hey guys, it's crazy classy me again, and I'm just coming to you again at 37 weeks. Like I told you guys yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago, it was yesterday, I have a doctor's appointment today. Well, I had two. I'm going to start with the hematologist. He said, well, let me back up. I went to the hematologist because my OB was a little worried about my blood platelet count level. She thought it was a little too low and she didn't want it to drop down too low. And, if I wanted to get the epidural, that I couldn't, or that I would arrive at the hospital and all they're doing is telling me you need this transfusion, and then I'm sitting here thinking, well, why do I need this transfusion? My OB didn't say anything about it. So she sent me to the hematologist. My second visit was yesterday, and he said he's not too worried about it because my count level was 109, and he thought that was completely fine. So um, I had my appointment with him again today, and we just went over everything that we discussed on the phone the last time he called to give me my results, and told me that he'll draw some blood again today just to keep up with it, or um, keep record of it really, and to monitor its progress to see, well, is it at the same level or is it continuing to go down? At this point, he said, since I'm due in a little less than 3 weeks, then he's not worried about it. And it shouldn't drop below 75, or it shouldn't drop to 75 so quickly anyway. So today, this evening, I had my appointment with my regular OB. I'm sitting cross-legged. Hurts a little bit. So I had my appointment with my regular OB, and she was happy to see me. I haven't seen her in 3 weeks, or a month, really, because I saw two other OBs that are in the practice. And then instead of seeing her last week, I saw her this week because she was on vacation last week. So next week I have an appointment with her again. But she checked my platelet level also, and her results came back with 123. So I guess it just depends on the day, or what you've eaten for that day. So she's pleased with the number, but she still went over that anesthesiologists are different, and we don't know which one we'll have that day. So some people like to see it at 100. Some anesthesiologists don't mind seeing it at 75. It just depends on their level of comfort, because she said it's all with being able to receive the epidural. They will not give you an epidural if they feel your platelet count is too low and you've missed the mark, because they're afraid that when they insert the catheter for the epidural, that there'll be too much bleeding. If there's bleeding at all, there will be bleeding because you're cutting your skin and you're cutting the tissue. um, I guess it's tissue that's around the bone, the spinal cord. So she just said that they don't want you losing too much blood, and losing too much blood then creates a problem for delivery, especially if your platelet count is already low. So she said everything looked really fine. So today at my appointment, I'm so excited that she was able to tell me that I am 1 to 1.5 centimeters dilated. I think I'm excited. 2 weeks ago, I left not trying to understand why did I even go to the appointment, because I wasn't progressing. So today, I am 1 to 1.5 centimeters dilated, and I think it's called the Group B strep test that she did the last time she saw me. She said that came back negative, so that's good. So everything is right on track. We just still need to find a pediatrician, and I still need to get BB's room together. I won't show you that because it's it's okay, but it's still not the way I want it to be. So, and I'm still trying to gather ideas of what to do with it. I'm in an apartment, so I'm not in my own place, so I'm not too sure if I want to paint the room. If I do paint the room, I may just paint one wall, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I may just do some decals on the wall or pictures. I may have to give in and hang some stuff up on the wall. As you can see behind me, our walls are bare, and that's throughout the whole apartment. We have nothing on the walls. We don't have our TVs mounted. We don't have any pictures, which we actually got. We have a few paintings from Dominican Republic and from Jamaica, so I would like to put them up, but I'm just a little. I really don't want to have to do anything to get the apartment back into the original shape that we found it in. It's a brand new apartment. No one's ever lived in it, and I just don't want to put holes in the wall. I may have to give in because we need to beautify this place and make it look like our home. So, but yeah, I'm super, super, super excited. I just can't wait for my next appointment, which is next week, Wednesday, for her to tell me, you know, you're progressing even more. You're 2 centimeters or 3 centimeters dilated. So anyway, that's my host spiel for today. I guess I can go a few more minutes. Time for me to gripe about a few things. So I got on the train this morning, and it was very crowded. It was unusually crowded. I usually don't leave at the time that I left. I left a little late today. I left at about minutes to 7, or maybe 7, or no. I left minutes to 8. Yeah, I left minutes to 8. I got to the train station. It's very crowded, and this woman who had a baby in a baby carrier, and she had a 2-year-old. He looked like he was about 2 or 3, and they're trying to get off a crowded subway train, and I'm trying to make space for them. No one else will make space for me. Here I am. I know I'm not that large, but you can still tell that I am pregnant. I don't care if you can't tell that I'm 9 months, or I may just look like I'm 6 months, whatever. If I'm trying to make space, at least I know this is New York City, but hey, we all have to be courteous sometimes. And I think courteousness went out the window this morning because these 2 women didn't want to move. So I was moving my way back so I can make sure she got off the train and that the little boy is not being knocked around. He's only 2 or 3 years old. One lady on my left side sucks her teeth at me. The other one rushes for the seat, and then the lady behind me shoves me so she can get to the seat. Yeah, I was not too pleased about that. So I mean, what else can you do? You can't get upset at them. You can't get upset for ignorance. But if you are anywhere, you're on public transportation, it doesn't matter, you know, how far along the person is. Really, you can tell that they're far along and you can see their stomach through their coat, you need to give up your seat. I don't care if you're a man, you're a woman, you're in high school, you need to give up your seat. If you see an elderly person or a handicapped person, a blind person, a person who's on crutches, you need to give up your seat. Today, when I was coming home, I have to transfer to the bus to get home now, and I'm looking around. I'm sitting in the front of the bus because I need to be able to get off. And I know I walk slow. I'm not going to hold the bus up because I'm trying to get off the bus, and I decide to sit in the middle or the back of the bus. 2 little I don't even know if she was in high school. Maybe, I don't know if she was in college. I don't know if she attends college or whatever. But women who aren't even all that, they're not older than me. I'm 28. They couldn't have been older than me. Elderly woman can barely walk or get on the bus. Um, she could barely get on the bus. She's wobbling to hold on to something. They're not even looking at her. So we get to a light. We might have gotten like 2 blocks, and I'm looking at her. I get up and I'm like, "Do you want to sit down?" She's like, "Oh no, if you don't have a long way to go, that's fine." I said, "No, you sit down. It doesn't matter, because it really doesn't matter. I'm not gonna. I know I am 9 months pregnant, but it doesn't matter to me. She's older. She can barely walk. I would hate to have my mother in that situation where she can't get a seat because nobody has, not to say that people should be sympathetic, but it should be in someone's heart and in someone's conscience to give up your seat for someone who is not as strong as you are. I mean, have a heart. It's cruel, and it's really mean. To me, it's very mean. It's disgusting. Um, just like yesterday, the day before, I had to ask this guy for a seat, and he looks at me. I'm like, I'm 8, 9 months pregnant. You're not. Can you get up? And at that point, I was just so frustrated. Oh man. So, but yeah, I'm happy I did my good deed, because I'm not gonna have an older woman or another pregnant woman standing. I mean, I can stand, but only for so long. My OB today, I really didn't complain, but I just mentioned to her that my feet were really swollen. And she said, "Oh, do you stand?" I said, "No, but on the train, I mean, what else can I do? No one's gonna give up their seat for me." So she said, if you're sitting down at your desk, just put your feet up if you can, because you can't. Swollen feet aren't fun, and no, they aren't fun. Swollen feet aren't fun. Swollen hands are not fun. So, pregnant ladies, sit down. Sit your butts down and put your feet up. You deserve it. Anyway, gotta go, guys. It's crazy classy me. 37 weeks. I showed my belly yesterday, so I don't think I need to show it again. It's not going anywhere. But I am 1.5 centimeters dilated. So, see you guys next time. Bye.